The GMC Sierra 1500 has always been one of the most popular trucks in the full-size segment, competing with the likes of the Ford F-150 and the Ram 1500. Many people don't know that although a GMC, this truck under the skin is a Chevy Silverado with different exterior styling. And when news hits the market about one of these trucks, you know that the other truck will get the same treatment from GM. News for the 2024 model year seems promising because a lot of new upgrades will roll out, so stay with us while we cover how the all-new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 wows everybody. The 2.7-liter gets a new name. Let's start with the biggest news, and this news is that the 2.7-liter engine gets a new name. The engine will be branded as Duramax. This is a move by GM to rebrand its turbo engines because many of the competition are doing so. For example, Ford has its EcoBoost lineup of engines, and Toyota now has the iForce turbo engine. So GM will follow this trend, and for 2024, this 2.7-liter engine will be rebranded as Duramax both for the GMC Sierra and Chevy Silverado. When it comes to the performance of the engine, it's worth noting that although small, this engine is quite peppy. The 2.7-liter Duramax produces 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque, and what's important is that this huge amount of torque is available low on the RPM range. This makes the truck perfect for off-road and towing because you get immediate input from the engine. That's why if you're looking for something efficient and powerful, the GMC Sierra 1500 with the Duramax engine is definitely the thing you need. 3.0-liter Duramax becomes standard on the AT4 trim. Another piece of good news about the new 2024 GMC Sierra is that this model will get the 3.0 Duramax as standard on the AT4 trim. So, what does that mean? Well, this means that you don't have to pay extra in order to get this engine with the AT4 trim level. The Duramax is one powerful engine, perfect for good fuel economy and for towing. This engine delivers 305 horsepower and 495 pound-feet of torque, and just like the 2.7-liter, this torque is instant on the 3.0 Duramax. But that's not all, because this model can tow up to 13,200 pounds, which is huge compared to the 2.7-liter engine. That's why if you need a truck for work, you should definitely check out the 3.0-liter Duramax engine because this engine is a real monster in work performance. Other engine options. What's also worth noting is that for 2024, there will be two other engine options besides the 2.7-liter Duramax and 3-liter Duramax. These are two old-school V8 engines. The smaller one is the 5.3-liter V8. This V8 has proven through the years to be a very reliable and cheap option. This engine makes 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. As they say, there is no replacement for displacement, and if you drive a V8, you just know that this is a V8 because displacement matters. The second engine is the bigger 6.2-liter V8. This is a more powerful engine option. This engine makes 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque, and this engine is perfect for extreme towing. In terms of transmissions, there are two available. The 2.7-liter Duramax only comes with an 8-speed automatic, while all the other engines come with a 10-speed automatic. Both of them are quite good. They deliver snappy shifts and are very efficient. Payload and payload capacity. The payload and towing capacity of the GMC Sierra is really good. But before we dive into the numbers, it's worth noting that there are different bed configurations that you can choose from. In fact, there are three bed options. The short box, which is 69.9 inches in length, the standard bed, which is 79.44 inches in length, and the long bed, which is 98.18 inches in length. You also get a multi-pro tailgate with 6 functions, which is quite handy to have in your GMC Sierra. On top of that, you can also get a Carbon Pro carbon fiber composite bed. On top of that, the trailering package is standard on the SLE and higher trims, and this will give you a towing hitch, 7 and 4-pin connectors, and hitch guidance. When it comes to the numbers, in terms of payload, the GMC Sierra can take a load of anywhere between 1,820 pounds and 2,240 pounds. The worst performers in this area are the 6.2-liter V8 and the 3-liter Duramax, which can only take a payload maximum of 1,820 pounds, while the 2.7-liter Duramax and the 5.3-liter V8 can take a maximum of 2,240 pounds. When it comes to towing, the 2.7-liter Duramax is the worst and is able to tow up to 9,500 pounds. The 5.3-liter V8 can tow a maximum of 11,200 pounds, the 6.2-liter V8 can tow a maximum of 13,000 pounds, and the best performer in terms of towing is definitely the 3-liter Duramax, which can take a load of 13,200 pounds. Fuel economy. The fuel economy of the GMC Sierra is decent for a truck of its size. The base 2.7-liter engine gets good fuel economy of about 19 mpg in the city, 22 mpg on the highway, and 19 mpg combined. The most fuel-efficient engine is definitely the 3-liter Duramax. This diesel engine will get you 24 mpg in the city, 29 mpg on the highway, and 26 mpg combined. This is great performance for a truck of this size. The 5.3-liter V8 is also decent and will get you around 19 mpg in the city, 21 mpg on the highway, and 20 mpg combined. While the 6.2-liter V8 engine is the worst performer, as this engine will deliver 15 mpg in the city, 19 mpg on the highway, and 17 mpg combined. If you opt for mud-terrain tires, fuel economy will suffer even more, and you'll get about 12 mpg combined with the V8 engines. Active exhaust for a variety of trims. Another tidbit of good news is that there will be an active exhaust available for certain trim levels for the 2024 model year. This will be a perfect option for people who don't want to wake up their neighbors early in the morning while they prepare to go to work. What's worth noting is that this active exhaust will be available on the AT4, AT4X, XLT, Denali, and Denali Ultimate trim levels that use a 6.2-liter V8 engine. New exterior colors. The color options for the GMC Sierra are pretty good, but what's worth noting is that for 2024, for extra cost, you'll be able to get 2 new colors. These colors include the Downpour Metallic and Thunderstorm Gray. We checked out these 2 colors, and we honestly think that these color options will give the GMC Sierra a new exclusive touch since they're only optional. 2 new premium wheel designs. Besides the new 2 color options that we mentioned, there will also be 2 new premium wheel designs that will be included for the 2024 GMC Sierra. This will allow the owners to further customize their GMC Sierra and option out something really unique. It's not yet known about how these wheels will look, but they're supposedly destined for the off-road trim levels like the AT4 and AT4X, or the luxury trim levels like the Denali or the Denali Ultimate. Maybe there will be 1 wheel design for the off-road trims and 1 for the luxury trim levels, but we'll soon find out more about this and we'll be happy to inform you. Exterior upgrades. When it comes to visual changes to the design of the GMC Sierra, it's worth noting that the 2024 model year will not bring some major changes. The model is still fresh, and this means that a major refresh is slated for one of the following model years. But this doesn't mean that we'll see 0 improvements. As we mentioned previously, there will be 2 new wheel designs and 2 new colors. On top of that, some minor details will change, like the front grille and some minor accents here and there. They'll help accentuate that this is indeed a new model year for the GMC Sierra, but overall, small changes. Interior upgrades and technology. The interior of the GMC Sierra can be described as modern and highly functional. This truck got a new dash with all the bells and whistles a year ago. The interior is high quality and premium. There are soft touch materials everywhere and looks very well built without any squeaks and rattles. This new model features a huge 13.4-inch horizontal infotainment touchscreen display that comes as standard on all of the models. And most importantly, under the display, you have all the analog dials to control the AC and other accessories. There's also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration as standard. On top of that, you have a huge driver's display as well. On this screen, you have all the essential data you will ever need as a driver. Release date and pricing. It's not yet official when the release date will be, but we could expect this model to appear later this summer and production to start in the fall of 2023. Specifically in October and in December, we'll have the ability to drive one of these models. When it comes to pricing, the price is expected to stay pretty much the same as this year, which is $37,200. This is mainly due to the fact that this model will only be an evolution rather than a completely new design, so significant price hikes are not expected. Thanks for watching and see you next time.